Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Trespasser. In the last episode, we exploded the Qunari's lyrium mining and processing facility, and the Qunari are pretty upset about that. Also, we may have destroyed this section of the deep roads. It's now being flooded, so come on, people. Before we all drown here, let's go. You're right. Guard up. And spinny spin. Smack him. Smack him. There we go. Oh, and you dropped something for me. How kind. Orders. Elf Iskari. Our Templar brother is in need of re-education. He must be located and returned at once. Bidasala. Our Templar brother Jaren. We told him to flee. Maybe he had time to get away. Also, look how quickly the water has risen. That is not good. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ooh. In that case, let's explode these.
That barrel already looks primed. We should see where that leads.
Okay. Yeah, up and around. Yeah, that was where Jaren was, so it looks like he did run. Nope. I believe this was the way out. Yep, dead Qunari. Multiple dead Qunari.
Poor man. He didn't make it far.
But he did take some Qunari out with him. He tried. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, we can't do this, however. If we come back, we can. Oh, there's so much water. There's so much. Careful not to slip.
So, who gets to tell Cullen and Josephine we're probably at war with the Qun? Anyone?
As if.
They're going to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. They really are, Aenor. Dear.
Dragon's breath. The Qunari always enjoy their metaphors. But what does it mean?
Who knows? Qunari agents moving through eluvians to attack the south is bad enough already.
I still do not understand why they accused the Inquisition of serving Fen'Harel.
The god could be a ruse. Fen'Harel could be real. Focus on the Qunari. Ooh. Here's the thing. We met a remnant of Mythal. Who's to say there couldn't be a remnant of Fen'Harel out there? Considering that, it seems odd that Aenor wouldn't put that together. So yeah.
We know that Mythal actually exists. It's possible Fen'Harel is still here in some form, too.
What you describe in the ruins certainly implies that the Dread Wolf of Elven legend is a real person.
But how does that implicate us? What made them decide that the Inquisition serves this Fen'Harel?
Hopefully we will learn more after we have stopped them.
Let's see the Exalted Council try to disband the Inquisition after we've saved them from this dragon's breath.
We must find out what Dragon's Breath is first. For now, our only lead is the Qunari leader, the Bidasala.
Gentlemen,
My apologies, Lady Josephine. There has been an incident with one of your soldiers.
How dare you? It was bad enough that the Inquisition chose not to inform the Exalted Council of the Qunari corpse.
Orle would have been happy to help with the matter.
But now your own guards are attacking servants? You have overstepped your bounds.
Ooh. Again, They're doing this for them. Aenor isn't investigating the Qunari threat for herself. She's doing it because people could get hurt, and I don't want people to get hurt. And everything is being turned around and, you know, like, oh, you've overstepped your bounds, this, that, and the other. Now, here's the thing, the fact that they weren't told about the Qunari body and all of this, Aenor didn't give that order. Like, whoever decided, oh, we're not going to tell anyone about this, you know, Aenor would probably be, you know, looking between Cullen and Josephine, being like, which one of you decided that? Which one of you? But again, it all falls down on her head. It's all being blamed on her because she is the figurehead. She is the one supposedly leading the Inquisition, even if she kind of isn't. Josie and Cullen are. Oh. I don't know what to go with here. Because on one hand, she is so tired. I know I keep saying that, but she is tired. She doesn't really care about any of this. She's just giving the PR speeches that Josie has coached her on. She's kind of dead on the inside, to be perfectly honest. She kind of just feels like, I guess I'm going to be Inquisitor until the day I die. And with how my hand is going, that's looking like it's going to come sooner rather than later. So why should I care about anything? And again, Josie and Cullen are making these decisions, and it's all being blamed on Aenor. So I could very easily see her, you know, kind of snapping at this point. But at the same time, you know, like, he's talking about the guards attacking servants. Like, now even the guards are like, kind of overstepping. Like, here's the thing, this is Teagan. If this was Duke Cyril, given how the Orlesians like to play the game, then Aenor would probably be thinking like, oh, he's talking like in a metaphorical sense or something. But this is Teagan. Teagan is, at the very least, honest. If he says that Inquisition guards are attacking servants in the Winter Palace, then that is probably what is going on. And that's concerning, that's confusing. Why would the guards do this? I could see Aenor going for either of these because she is just so drained. At the same time, so far the Inquisition soldiers have been pretty decent. So the fact that they're now kind of going AWOL, that is deeply concerning. This feels right to me.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention, gentlemen. I'll see to this personally.
Thank you, Inquisitor. Orle stands ready to assist the Inquisition, as always.
Secrets and lies. Do you understand why we fear your Inquisition? You act as if you're the solution to every problem. How long before you drag us into another war?
What's going on here?
The Orlesians tried to take one of our people, Inquisitor. We've secured the area.
This is the Winter Palace. You cannot simply seize control when one of your guards attacks a servant.
The Inquisition is handling this. When some noble commits a crime of fashion, you can take over.
I only asked what he was doing.
And when I refused to bow to the Inquisition's dogs, you attacked me. How would you like us to handle the situation, Inquisitor?
Oh, here's the thing. That is a Gatlock barrel. That is a Gatlock barrel. You know, she can see it.
That barrel there, where did it come from?
I was ordered to bring wine for the guests.
You're lying.
Your Inquisition soldiers are completely out of control.
No, we're in control. Keep talking and you'll find yourself in chains.
Oh my, I think Aenor would be genuinely shocked at this. We are guests in the Winter Palace. We are guests here. What the fuck are you doing? Threatening to arrest one of their guards? Like, what the hell's... I wish there was an option to be like, you know, take the guard into custody and have a go at your own people. You know, Aenor just pulls him aside and says, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you talking like that? Like, what? Sir, no, you're not behaving right. What Teagan said before, the Inquisition acts like it's the solution to every problem. I agree so hard with that. I agree so hard with that. The Inquisition suffers the exact same problem that Aenor and Loghain suffered from. They each thought that they knew best and they were the only people who could solve the problem. It's what drove Loghain to betray Cailan. And here's the thing, that's a very multifaceted topic. There were a lot of things that kind of encouraged Loghain to make that decision. You know, Cailan was going to divorce Aenor. He was letting Orlesians in. He was letting the Grey Wardens in. He wasn't a particularly competent ruler. Like, Aenor was the one making all of the rules and the decisions. Cailan was off fucking the maids and dicking about with the soldiers and basically being, you know, a bit of a Jack the Lad. Cailan wasn't actually doing anything. Everyone agrees Aenora's the one pulling all of the strings. She's the one doing all of this stuff, yet he's reaping the rewards, and now he's just going to throw her away. Eamon was whispering to Cailan, and Cailan was seeming to, you know, it was kind of looking like he was listening to this, that, and the other, and he was just being a really shitty leader. And, like I said, ultimately, at the end of the day, Loghain believes that he knows best. Or he knew best, rather. And Cailan was not living up to the expectations he had for him. The same goes for Aenor. Aenor sees a problem and she believes, I'm the only one who can fix this, like father, like daughter. And the Inquisition is going down that exact same route. The fact that their guards are having I'm sorry, I've got a little something in my throat. It's very annoying. The fact that our guards are having a go at the people who should be in control and are just assuming command here. Like, this isn't right. Sir, what are you talking about? Yes, the Orlesian servant had a barrel of Gatlock powder. However, there is no evidence that the servant knows what's in there. Even if we know it's a barrel of Gatlock powder, the soldiers don't. They just think it's some wine. So we've arrested this Orlesian servant for no reason. We have no evidence that proves their guilt or that they are in any way involved in this matter. That's tyrannical. We can't be doing that. No, we will deal with our own guards. They're not behaving appropriately. We are terribly sorry.
I apologize for my guard's actions. My people will take her into custody with your permission.
As you say, Inquisitor, Lord Cyril will hear about this.
Inquisitor, I also found this by the barrel. I can't read the language.
Did you resolve the problem with the guard?
The guard is the least of our problems. Someone smuggled Gatlock barrels into the Winter Palace.
Smile, Inquisitor. There are many eyes upon us. At least now we know the true extent of the dragon's breath.
Yeah, you are taking this extremely well.
How are you still smiling?
Years of training as a bard, Inquisitor. We cannot show weakness now. Enemies could be watching, or we can let them seize idle conversation between two friends.
Oh, Liliana, I love you. I love you so much.
You think the dragon's breath is these Gatlock barrels?
Of course, a surprise attack, even through the eluvians, would have met fierce resistance. But if everyone at the Exalted Council died in an explosion, the South would be rudderless, vulnerable to attack. This is what Corypheus should have done after the explosion at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. An attack as swift and unstoppable as the breath of a dragon.
Again, I find myself feeling so very badly for Corypheus, just like, this is what he should have done. He was a magister, an ancient magister, with immense power, yet these dickhead Qunari are doing his plan far more competently. I'm just like, oh, Corypheus. Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry for you. You deserved better.
The guard who confronted the servant said she found this note near one of the barrels. It looks like Qunari writing.
Let me see. I picked some up from the Iron Bull, though I'm told my accent is atrocious. These are orders for positioning the Gatlock in the palace. When duty has been performed, report to the Vidisala through the mirror marked by a bookcase.
Yeah, that is our best lead.
If we're going to find the Vidisala and stop this dragon's breath, this is our chance.
Good. While you do that, I will have agents locate the Gatlock barrels and remove them safely. I will also send word to my foreign contacts. We must see where else this dragon could strike.
God, Liliana has such pretty eyes. She really does. Oh my god damn. Okay. Oh, hello. Cook's note. Yes, for Our Lady's sake, there was an official menu for the first day of a visit from the Inquisitor during an Exalted Council, but the paper was so old it fell apart in my hands. Our so famous sous chef needs to come out of her sulk because we are doing eggs a la Valforet, and we will need enough cream sauce for tonight's course. The Council of Heralds and the Fereldans are in a pretty fit after the Inquisitor abandoned the talks. Dinner must be tremendous or we'll hear about it. Okay. Oh, was that? I'm hearing whispering, so I'm like, is that the Harlequin? Are they about? Not that I can see. Okay. Now here's the thing. I don't think anyone will have anything else to say, but I just want to check.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Okay, good stuff.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
I need to check in with Josephine. I completely forgot to do that the last go around. If the special shipments chest was going to be anywhere, it'd be round here. Barrel removal. Barrels of Gatlock has been removed from every wing of the palace. The majority were placed at structural weak points. Setting off the charges at a time when the palace was almost fully occupied, as it is expected to be during the last days of the Exalted Council, could have ended in as many casualties from falling masonry as explosives. All available agents are making constant sweeps of the palace to ensure no barrel is missed, and that the Qunari attempt to further... I'm sorry, I have read this codex entry so weirdly. There is a little something stuck at the back of my throat. I think it's the pleather on my headphones has been coming loose, and I'm pretty sure like a chunk of it found its way onto my lip and then into my mouth, and it's stuck at the back of my throat. I'm just going to take a sip. 1 second. I do apologise. Bloody hell. That is deeply unpleasant. Okay, there we go. Let's try this again. Barrel removal. Barrels of Gatlock have been removed from every wing of the palace. The majority were placed at structural weak points. Setting off the charges at a time when the palace was almost fully occupied, as it is expected to be during the last days of the Exalted Council, could have ended in as many casualties from falling masonry as explosives. All available agents are making constant sweeps of the palace to ensure no barrel is missed, and that the Qunari attempt no further infiltration. There we go. There we go. I get there eventually. Yeah, that's storage. Yeah, it wouldn't be placed in here. Okay. Yeah, whatever that trial reward is, I don't think I'm gonna be able to grab it. Oh, that's sad. Oh well. Go in here. Or here. Hello there. And you know what? I never tried to grab that. I have to. I have to. I can't help myself. No loot gets left behind. If we climb up top...
Maybe.
Is there something you need?
Oh, goddamn.
At once.
You know what? I'm determined. I'm determined to get this. I'm gonna cut through it, though. I'm gonna cut through it. I'll bring you back when I'm finally on that little gazebo-looking thing. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yes, there we are. It was bottled cologne. A slim bottle of Heartland Lodge cologne. It smells not unpleasantly of autumn leaves, loamy earth, and wood smoke. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. There you go. You can run, lass. You can run.
Do we? We shall see.
Okay. Okay, now what am I doing? Where am I going? Let's check in with Bull.
Hey, boss.
What can you tell me about the Qunari we're dealing with?
These aren't Ben Hasrath. They're specialists, working for a Vidasala. Ben Hasrath handle normal security. The Vidasala's people focus entirely on magic. They find it, they study it, they neutralize it. And they must be desperate if they're using eluvians. I'd expect them to shatter any mirror they find.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
This is deeply concerning. It's not like the Qunari to go rogue. I mean, let's be honest, the last time this happened was in Kirkwall, in Dragon Age 2, when the Arashok declared war on Kirkwall. That wasn't an order from the main body of the Qun, he just took it upon himself. Okay. Yeah, that was from before. Dwarfy ruins now? Mirrors can get off. Qunari all over everyone's things. Who steps on their old stuff? Not as bad for dwarves as was for Dalish, maybe. Varric is fine, the undwarf. Tell Whittle, proper smart, she'll sort it. She'll add runes, make flowers and friends. Smoosh. Elfie servants still all weird. Feel that things feel samey thing again. But not where we were. Weird. There are many empty pages and then one that is dog-eared. We've read that. A detailed drawing of Dagna smiling. It looks almost complete. The nose is especially life and button-like.
Qunari first. Mix with elves. Add dwarfs. Ugh, doesn't anyone drink their booze one at a time anymore? And the elves here are still squirrely.
Okay.
We'll talk later.
Count on seeing you, yeah?
And Cole, my adopted son.
It was the same boy. His mother on the ship, his father in their homeland. He grew up lonely. Or didn't.
I know that's a reference to something, but I don't quite know what.
The guardian spirit stayed, not bound, but biding, because he asked. He knows how to speak, so spirits listen.
Who, Cole? Who are you talking about?
They made bodies from the earth, and the earth was afraid. It fought back, but they made it forget.
So I believe that's talking about the elves interacting with the Titan. So the elves made bodies out of the Titan, and the Titan was like, oh, what the fuck is that? So potentially the elves kind of affected how the dwarves were. Maybe that's why the dwarves are so short, because the elves made them as such. I'm getting distracted by the song. I do like this one. I always expect a harlequin to be there, like, ha! But yeah, either way, the elves did something. The Titans were like, oh no, fuck this, but the elves were just too powerful. Is there a harlequin? No, there is not. Hello, Blackwall.
Need me for anything?
I don't.
Until later.
Take care.
I can't get, like, I always call him Blackwall. I know he's Rainier now, but my brain just goes Blackwall. Of course, who else would that be? Okay, let's sell off all of these. There we go. Okay, all of the sigils. I can sell that. And I can sell that. Oh, I like that. We'll keep that one. We can sell all these. There we go. Okie doke. Varric?
Everything going all right so far?
Not really, no.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
But things could be so much worse, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. Wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners, covered in different handwriting. If so many royals weren't in jeopardy, Leonard, I'd say we should let the Chevaliers throw the Inquisition out of the Winter Palace. We're in accord. Their puffed up soldiers are everywhere. One challenged me at the gate because the fool confused my house's mask with a family not even invited. Why do they think they are in charge if they can't master even basic courtesies? L. Disgusting. I caught an Inquisition soldier and a palace guard in a fistfight. A. What happened? M. I stopped the fight, of course. We don't need this Exalted Council further out of hand. A. A terrible thought occurs. What if nothing gets decided? What happens to our wager, gentlemen? L. Maker forbid. If that comes to pass, we can give the royals to that farm your sister runs for retired charges, Leonard. At least the old war horses won't be left out in the cold. Oh god. Oh god, this just gets worse. This just gets worse and worse. We don't need the soldiers dicking about on top of everything. God damn it, guys.
Inquisitor?
Hello, Colin. Missing servant. Notes carried back and forth by runners, covered in different handwriting. This is unacceptable. I was to wear the red cape with the chevrons today, but no one can find it in the wardrobe, which appears to be in 5 different places at once. Send Melise to me immediately. S. I haven't seen Melise all day, Uncle. She disappeared after setting out the bedclothes last night. One of the palace maids had to help me into my luncheon dress. E. Elita, you let some sticky-fingered scullery wretch lace up your Montfort silk gown? Have one of the footmen look for Melise, and tell him to lay a few stripes on that elf's backside when he finds her. S. So the servants here definitely aren't being treated nicely. That was something that Sarah mentioned. None of the servants want anything, and Aenor suggested, oh, well, perhaps it's because the nobles are nice. Well, clearly not. So what's going on then?
I knew it was foolish to hope the Exalted Council would go smoothly.
Do you still think we should disband then?
Has all this chaos changed your mind about the future?
We must stay true to ourselves, Inquisitor, whether we fight or lay down arms. As long as we serve the people rather than our own agenda, we'll be on the right path.
Perhaps later, Leliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
I don't know what Aenor would make of that answer, because, you know, Liliana saying, hey, I think we should disband, it did rather bolster Aenor's hopes. A ruined picnic. Quinnell, now that you mention it, that elf hanging about the tavern does look familiar, but I can't imagine why she would have been at your cousin's wedding. Perhaps she was one of the servants attending on Duke Vernay after he slipped into the mud pond and onto that wasp's nest at the picnic. Maker, I'm still not sure how that happened. It happened because of her.
Darling, what can I do for you?
Nothing, apparently.
We'll talk another time.
And anything in here? Anything at all? How are you doing, buddy?
This time of year, it'll be difficult to find a caravan to go all the way back home. Maybe a sea voyage. I could get captured by burly Qunari pirates. That would be fun.
Okay.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Have you been reading Yvette's smutty books? Have you, Dorian? I bet he has. Oh, that it... Okay, then. Okay, now that I know where you are, can I... I don't think... I can't get up onto there.
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
I'll come back to you. I mean, how are you supposed to get behind there? It's facing that way. I mean, we can try and sneak around.
There must be something here.
Well, it's a harlequin. The harlequin. God damn. What a hoe. How dare, much offence. Now, you know what? I am just about out of time. However, I'm gonna finish up this area. So then in the next one, we can jump straight into the crossroads. Licentious gossip. Notes carried back and forth by runners, covered in different handwriting. Have you seen that magnificent creature by the gazebo? Such a powerful frame when he struts about. It's so charming seeing him behave as if he owned the place. The commander's new dog is precious as well, W. It's the lovely Lady Pentagast that's caught my fancy. Make her those eyes, P. Does she ever cast them your way? O. As if fate would be so kind, P. Oh, Cassandra has very high standards. Sir, you could not match them. Guarantee it. Doesn't look like there's anything up here, but again, I like to check. I can't not check. That is everyone in this area spoken to. We just have to speak to Josephine. I'm not going to forget this time. Aha. Letter to Teagan. Teagan. I spoke with relatives on the Orlesian side of my family, and they also don't know why the Inquisition's guards are suddenly everywhere. Everyone is nervous. Maybe now the Winter Palace won't be so sanguine about the Inquisition's forces at this council, or the standing army to the east. They did say Llewellyn looks preoccupied. She has certainly spent enough time locked up with her advisors. Everyone's waiting to see what will come. Ban Wharton. Yeah, it's not a good look. It's really not a good look. Anything? No, okay. Yeah, let's run over to Josephine. She should have something to say about the eluvians.
Those Fereldas, always afraid to mingle.
I mean, do you blame them? Do you blame them? Olesians are terrifying.
I'm parched. Where is that servant?
Where are all the servants? Apparently they're going missing.
The Qunari will feel the loss of their lyrium. It is not an easy commodity to come by. You've done well. The Exalted Council, meanwhile, has deadlocked.
This is what you do best, Josephine.
I should hope so. But eventually your hand must be at the wheel. You will be called in soon. Move boldly and swiftly, and you may decide the outcome. You are their equal here, Inquisitor. It is time we reminded them of it. It is good to see you.
Okay, so it seems I've missed the banter that Josie has about the eluvians. You know what? I'm gonna insert that right here.
Tell me, these strange spaces past the eluvians, are they safe to explore?
We're taking every precaution we can, Josephine.
I will take your word for it. And yet, you've accomplished so much in the calm of these past years. I wish you did not have to imperil yourself for us. Again.
I wish I didn't either. I'll be glad when this Qunari business is over.
You've already made headway. Let us hope it is soon. I will do what I can here. Once the Qunari are dealt with, brace yourself. The Council is just as relentless.
Okay, there we go. Again, any other hidden notes? Okay, nope, nothing over here. I will check the other side. Come on, up and over. There we go.
Of course.
I think Josie may come to regret her wording at the end there. You know, like, oh, you may decide the outcome here. You are their equal. We must remind them of that. Because here's the thing. Aenor feels very used by Cassandra, by Josie, Liliana, and Cullen. She does feel like they have used her. And currently she feels spent. She doesn't have the strength to fight her corner anymore. She's tried that and it never went anywhere. And now everyone's having a go at her and it is all just piling up and up and up. And everyone's just expecting her to take it. So, Alrighty then, I'm going to bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we head back into the crossroads to find this eluvian marked by a bookcase. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.